welcome to Cozza Outdoor Season 2. This is the first time we've done a video like this, but we kind of wanted to get in front of everyone and kind of sum up last year, talk about this year, heading into Saturday, opening day of bow season here in Ohio. Obviously, we got the whole crew, well, not all the crew with us, but half the crew with us. So basically, we just kind of want to introduce you to Cozza Outdoors. We've never really explained how we got started or anything like that. So, Jake,
last year, we started Cozza about August of last year, so it's been a little bit over a year since we started. James and I always talked about filming our hunts. We really didn't know how to go about it. We always watch hunting videos and shows on YouTube and Outdoor Channel. We kind of wanted to do it, so we were like, let's just do it. So we created a page last year on Instagram, YouTube, started filming our hunts. Got some good footage, started posting it. Some people started following us, started to pick up a little bit. The main thing we wanted to get from it is just have fun, do what we do, love hunting with our buddies. And that's kind of what our goal was, and now it's turned into a little bit more. Added a couple new members to our crew this year. We're just excited about this upcoming season. Big strides from last year, so keep growing on that.
Yeah, like Jake said, our biggest goal was basically just capturing us doing what we love, having fun, getting out in the woods, getting out during the summer and the spring, during the fall, winter, all seasons, just getting out there hunting, shed hunting, food plots, all kind of different things, just because it's what we enjoy doing. So, last year,
I'd say we had a pretty good year.
yeah, we started out pretty good, actually, right off the bat. Jake killed one of his target bucks opening day last year, so a year ago. That was kind of crazy. But
Yeah, we've been tracking him. I tracked him all summer long. He was there all day, every day. He went off the map, and then opening day, he comes walking out into my clover plot I planted last year. Made a great shot on him. That kicked off the season. That was really fun.
Actually, I think he's in frame.
yeah, there he is. Yeah, just got him back a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, in about a year. I was waiting for him. So Jared, talk about yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Last year, what you went through.
Yeah, so last year I was chasing a nice 10. It's a private property, and he was just nocturnal to me, and I was trying to do everything I could to try and get him to come out there in the day. And I hunt down Southern Ohio a little bit. We're up northeast here, and every time I was in Southern Ohio, he would show up here during daylight. So it was like, I want to go down there and hunt. Same thing up here though, and it was a double-edged sword for me. One night in the stand, me and Jake sat, and then we get out of the stand. It gets dark. 5 minutes later, my cell cam goes off, and I tell Jake, I'm like, I bet you it's this buck. Sure enough, his head's in the frame. He's looking straight at the camera, and it's the 10 point I was after all season.
He was waiting there watching it.
Yeah, next thing you know, he beds in the food plot for a little bit, and he gets up and walks off. But it was not 5 minutes we were out of the tree standing. Never got a shot during daylight, but hopefully this year, I saw him on camera this summer a little bit, so hopefully he's still around and we can get a shot of him this year.
I think you'll get him.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, I'm optimistic.
Do you have him on camera?
Yeah, I think I
You
had.
had the other one on camera too.
I had the tall 8. I had a younger, well not younger, but his rack wasn't developed, so it was a 10. I think it's 10. We'll see.
Did you bring the tags last year?
I got 2 doe tags, yeah. I killed one for myself, and then I killed another one, and I donated the meat to my buddies because they were like, we want some deer. I'm like, I can spare some meat for you guys because my dad, brother hunts, and we have tons of meat in the freezer. So.
Doe Patrol.
Yep.
There's nothing I like more than shooting slick heads. I had a pretty decent year last year. I shot 5 does, and I filled my buck tag. It was funny because the day before I shot my doe, I shot a doe, and I said I was the slick head slayer because it's been 13 years. And I didn't fill a buck tag. All I was doing was shooting does, just passing deer. And the next day, I had him come up over a ravine bottom, and I actually never had that deer on camera, so it was pretty.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
surprising
nice
for me.
buck, dude. That was beautiful, dude.
So I was happy with it, but I had a pretty good year. Same thing, I donated some meat to some people who needed it,
Right.
That was a gun though.
They could use it for sure. I mean, when you kill 5 does, it sounds like you got enough meat in your own freezer, right?
Well,
And a buck.
Yeah, and that was my biggest thing was, I'm fortunate enough to do this. There's not a lot of people that can do it, you know what I mean, and that are hungry and can use it, so
Yeah.
Absolutely.
why not,
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I shot a buck, honestly. I mean, I've killed at least 1 to 2 doe every year just because I wanted to, make some jerky and different things, but I haven't killed a buck since.
Anthony's?
Yeah, it's been a while. It hasn't been 13 years, but it's been a while.
pass on some.
Well, yeah, I passed on some smaller deer, but I mean, the last, has it been 2 or 3 years? The last 3 years in a row, I've had a buck on camera during the summer that I was chasing in the fall, and the guys on the adjacent property shot them all 3 years.
Oh,
Yep.
It was Goliath.
It was
Corkscrew.
Goliath. It was Corkscrew. Goliath was 2 years ago.
2020.
Yeah, Corkscrew was 2021, and then there was a buck. This was before I was naming deer, but 3 years ago there was a buck that I was after.
Yeah, I know
Those
what
guys
you're talking
they
about.
shot a lot. I mean, they're good hunters. Nothing against them, but it just always seems to go that way back at that property. Like, I don't get to hunt as much because of work and things, and I try to get out when I can, but.
Yeah, you gotta catch them at the right time.
They,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what I was
they,
thinking.
they,
Yeah.
they,
Little luck.
it's literally like a few hundred yards from
Yeah, it's like
the
wide
property line, and it's just, it's crazy. I mean, I know the guys, and one of our other buddies knows them, and they talk to him and every year, and they're like, yeah, we got some, so we share what we got on camera, but they've always killed those deer other than me, and it's frustrating when you get that text, hey, look what these guys shot, and I'm like, oh. I mean, you gotta be happy for them, but it is disheartening when you're putting all the effort and time in. Yeah.
it's not disheartening when it's somebody who puts in the time, but like when it's
Correct.
somebody that just happens to roll through.
Yeah,
And a deer walks
First
by,
time going out
and
of
they're
the
like,
car.
oh yeah, and you're like, that happened to me last year. And I'm,
Yeah.
oh man.
yeah. I mean, I guess
It's
disheartening
heartbreaking.
disheartening is not the right word when the guys put their time into it. Right. You can't hold that against them. I'm happy for them, but it is tough when you chase after one buck all year.
For
It's
sure.
like,
It's the risk you take though.
oh yeah.
And you pass all them other bucks, and the reward is they make it, and you get some really nice deer in a couple years. And the
Mhm.
risk is okay. Well, you got Jimmy next door that shoots
Yeah.
the first thing that walks
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean is fine. I mean that's what some people like to do, and you can't. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But
So I guess that makes me the only one here that hasn't killed a buck yet in my life.
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
So gotta fill that tag this year.
that just means you'll have the biggest one.
That's
I don't know if that's how it works, but I hope it works like that.
Yeah, so like I said, we had a pretty decent year last year, and we're just looking to add to it. Like I said, I know we mentioned this in the beginning, but we added a couple guys to the team this year. Last year it was mainly me and Jake. Jared hunted with us a few times, but now we have Luch, we have Jared on, we have my neighbor Mike, who hunted with us last year at Thick Pen, and then
Thicky.
Yep, we added a couple other guys as well that will be hunting. But that was kind of our goal this year, was to try to Jake and I can only create so much content on just ourselves. So we're like, well, we need to add some guys to the squad and try to film more people, film more hunts, try to get more things on camera in general, so that we can put it out there for everyone to watch.
Yeah, well, I'm just excited this year that I just feel like last year was kind of just dipping our toes in the water a little bit, but I feel like we got a little more foundation this year.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to film everyone and shit.
I know,
Like just see
for sure.
different places and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just
Like
fun.
it's hard when you go to the same spot all year. You're like,
Yeah.
it's just change of sceneries and it's so nice.
The thing is we kind of, like everyone on the staff this year is kind of, has like their niche that they're really good at,
Yeah.
which I think helps a lot.
Yeah, everyone brings something different.
Yeah,
to the table.
and everyone has their own properties too, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own places to hunt, which really helps out, because again, it's just more deer, more opportunities, different change of scenery. I think it's just gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a solid crew. It's just like I said, it's just fun to hang out and get in the woods, get in the tree, and
get the content out to you guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what it's
So
about.
make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see some more.
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
Cozza
definitely.
Outdoors, Instagram, YouTube, check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're gonna. Our goal this year is to. I mean, last year, like I said, we didn't do as much. Like, we didn't put out a ton of videos, but this year our goal is to put out, at least a video a week. Just to, just to get experience too. I mean, this is all new for us, so it's just fun for us to edit videos and try out different things. But
You gotta tell them the good news too, the new logo coming.
yeah. As you can see, Luch is the only one who had a hat.
I feel naked.
We didn't want to order new hats prior to getting our logo. That's coming shortly. So as soon as that gets out, we'll get some new gear, hats, and
Alright.
things
Oh,
like
Dad's
that.
great. He rebranded that's our Coast Car Carrier, we made a logo,
Yeah.
so he's good at what he does.
Yeah. So
I'm excited.
yeah, it should be out. Should be within the next week or two. We should be getting that, and then we'll get some gear made up. Won't be here obviously for the media season. But we'll have it by.
Sweet.
Some nice winter
We'll have it by
hats
the
or
rut,
something.
hopefully. So anyway, sorry, those are dogs. So anyways, plans for this year. We've done a lot. I know all of us have done a lot this summer with food plots and just prepping the different properties that we have to hunt and getting things ready to roll. So I know we can all kind of talk about. You guys can kind of talk about what you did this summer and get ready.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go first. I put a food plot in last year, later in the season, like August probably. It turned out good. The deer didn't seem to hit it too much, so to put corn down, that attracted them. But this year I tried going a little earlier. I think I put it in I think it was in June, had a little summer plot. They didn't hit it that much, but now I'm hoping it's still running good and continuing in the fall. But the only problem is that's private property, and I did just get bad news today, is that somebody else is going to be hunting that same
Oh,
property.
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't want to say names
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
that's
out.
probably good.
I mean, if he sees it, he's gonna know. But it's not my
I
property,
mean, yeah,
so I
it's
can't
not,
say
because it's pretty narrow,
it's
but
not
it
my
does.
property. So, yeah, I can't say who can
Oh,
pick on
they
it.
just
I don't
have
care.
courtesy
Right,
if they see
right.
your stand or
No,
your
yeah.
plot,
He texted me, asked me where my stands were. He said he'd be curious. I don't think if not put him near that.
Oh, well, that's
Which I don't care. I appreciate more hunters getting into it. I want people to hunt. I mean, I think it's something.
Yeah,
that-
it does make it more fun.
Right, for sure. I think it needs open up, more eyes to different people and a new sport maybe they take up and that they teach their family if they never did it before. Because I'm not sure if he ever hunted before in his life, but I know he's using crossbow now or whatever he's using. But I'm excited that he's getting out. At the same time, it's like I put so much effort and hard work in that property over the last 6 years, and I've seen decent bucks on it. Nice bucks, and I keep letting the little ones walk to develop them.
That's it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's gonna be hunting, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah, you're going to be control week.
Right.
Yeah.
for sure.
I went with a clover chicory and winter oats from Imperial Whitetail Institute.
Yeah.
I planted a little bit later. I didn't do a spring plot. I just did a fall and winter plot, which should just carry me into next year.
Sure.
I timed it like perfect. From when I got it in the ground, we had a lot of rain coming, and it
Yeah,
shot
it's
up like a
looking
rocket.
unreal. It's looking crazy.
At first, didn't really have anything going to it, but now it's pretty consistent every day. I have a handful of deer, and I got them, which it's nothing. On camera was shooting at the pattern, and they're mowing it pretty good. So it's nice to have them in there, and it's so much more cost efficient to have a food plot
Oh my gosh.
than just filling a feeder all the time.
Yeah, because Ohio, that's how we grew up. It's like throw a pile of corn down and hunt in front of it and just see what happens. Obviously, we were younger, and that's kind of what you know.
Yeah.
And as people that are very successful. We've been successful. Our neighbors have been successful, but there's obviously so much more to it with the food plots. Really understanding and patterning deer. I think it's a little bit more rewarding.
Oh, 100%, because you put in so much more
Yeah.
So much more work.
time,
So
effort,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
like,
and just thought.
It's not that
Right.
hard. It's not that hard to
Right.
put corn now.
Yeah.
This
But-
looks like a pretty good area.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's legal in Ohio, so and a lot of people do it, but it is fun to, put the work in and then see, reap the rewards from it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Especially when all your farmers around you cut all their crops and you're the only one.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many deer just filter
Yeah.
into you because
Yeah.
they don't know where the food's at.
Oh, there's no doubt.
So I'm looking forward to hunting over it this year for sure.
Yeah, last year was our first time planting food plots.
Yeah.
I did some research and just kind of looked step by step at what we needed to do. But I planted just clover last year, probably like a quarter acre.
It turned out
Came alright, a lot of weeds. I didn't do the weed control very well, but then I replanted. I just plowed it, disced it, tilled it, all up this year in the spring. I think it was like May 14th. I planted the fusion chicory and clover from the White Institute, and it came up awesome. I tried, weeds came up a little bit. I got them under control a little bit, but it's not that bad. I'm still happy. The clover's pretty big. Came in nice, so.
It's definitely more full than it was last year. I mean, it's
Going into the season, there was like barely anything last year. This year it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Now we also planted on the east side of the farm, Nebraska and winter peas plot that I hunted this, I think it's our third year hunting this property, is it? I think 2019 was the first year.
Third, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I've been wanting to go on the right side of the property so bad, but I just never did. So this year we just went over there, brush hogged all of it down, cut trees down, found a perfect tree for it, put it to, put a set in.
That was brutal to get.
Yeah,
We were all covered in poison.
I had to go through
ivy.
poison ivy for a week
That's
and a
not
half.
It was, and we knew it too. I'm like, we're gonna get.
It was a poison
I'm
ivy.
like, we're literally gonna get. It's
I'm
gonna
over
be
here.
bad.
I was
I'm
literally
like-
hugging a tree for 3 hours. I had it all.
Oh.
I just knew, and I told him, I'm like, there's no avoiding this. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm just
But
letting you
for
know.
the deer.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything for the deer, all for hunting.
But it's actually a sweet setup.
Yeah.
It's actually it's pretty cool.
Not this plot didn't come in that well so far. It's all trial and error. I don't know. We're not pros at putting in plots yet, but
Yeah.
we're learning a little bit. But I mean, see if it comes up in the next couple weeks a little bit more. But if not, so we got going.
No, we can also, yeah, but I mean,
And we can
we
put down
watch,
in the winter.
we watch,
What we gonna put down?
Wait till Habitat Solutions. Jeff Sturgis watched them a lot, trying to learn about food plots, and that's actually the blend that we bought, the Nebraska.
Yeah, they
blend,
came out
his,
this
new,
year.
his new blend that we brought this year. That's what we put down. But he said you can, if your Nebraska plot fails, I think it's the what can you throw over it? What can you oversee it with?
So you said it was
Is it rye?
rye.
Is it rye? Rye.
You can definitely put clover with.
I think it was
Nebraska.
rye. I think you could just throw, overseed it, and if your plot fails, and it'll grow, and you can do that late, like you can do that
Yeah.
almost into October.
Yeah, I still might have to throw some down.
So we might do that depending on how it comes in, but
Yeah, I think it was. I just don't think. I think it was July. I don't think it was flying down.
yeah, I mean, again,
Can you do a soil test?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was actually was pretty good, but we ended up using plot start this year, the liquid instead. On this clover plot, I put like 20 bags of lime pellets down.
I do
So, I mean,
36
it's-
bags.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
it's hard.
20. It's like 30 bags of lime versus I put this much liquid of plot start down. So it's like, did I put enough? I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know, probably not. But again, it's all trial and error. Like by no means do we think that we're professionals or.
Not all.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Step by step.
This is just trying to keep it real and just like last year we screwed up. We didn't have a great plot. This year we may have messed up. We got one down, may have messed up the other one, but it's just.
we're still eating it though.
They are.
A little,
They're out there.
A little, it's like about this high right now. We're still eating it.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I don't know. Nebraska's are kind of a foreign thing around here for years. So
Yeah,
that was another thing we kind of read is it might take a little bit of time for them to get used to. That's why I put the winter peas in, for it to be a little, maybe get them there, attract them earlier on, and then start working them into the Nebraskas. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm still excited on it.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
The view. It's a good view.
But again, I mean,
Miles out the views.
everyone's got their own properties, but at the same time, we're all gonna kind of pitch in a little bit and try to
Yeah.
like, hey, I need someone to film me tonight, like who's available, or hey, I'm free tonight, who's hunting, you need a guy to film you. So we're just gonna try to get as much footage as we can. That's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be new because it's like Jake and I obviously we're brothers and we've known each other our entire lives and been hunting together for a long time and know each other like the back of our hands. But getting into a tree, it's like you just kind of anticipate the different things that they're gonna do, and we have that communication down. But getting in a tree with someone else and trying to learn and like how they work and what they like to do, what they don't like to do, especially when you add the camera into the mix. I mean, it's way more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. We're looking forward to it. What else? Anyone got any new tactics or gear, anything they're using this year?
I'm using a new camo.
All right. Oh
I
yeah.
tried to convince you to get
A
a
new camo?
Yeah, it's called Osseo gear.
Yeah, I get that.
I've heard it. I've heard
It
it.
comes up on my Instagram. all the
It
time.
does come up on my Instagram. It's sweet.
He's it's based off of an owl, and it's so cool because like, I mean, nobody ever really thought of it.
Yeah.
And the story behind it was Joe Miles was sitting in his stand and he had two, I want to say great horned owls, I could be mistaken on the species, but I know there were two owls. He's like, they flew by him in a tree, he's like, and literally as soon as they hit the trees, he's like, I watched it fly up there and I lost it, and I couldn't find it. So it was cool to see how the science behind it, how they're the ultimate like predator from above, and
Oh, yeah.
it blends in so well.
That was pretty nuts.
But his gear too, it's not like he went into it and came to kind of just see, get cheaper materials. Like, nah, it's a premium
Yeah.
hunting clothing. Like, he puts a lot of good stuff as far as his fleece goes, his scent control goes, his design as far as the pockets are, his breathability. Like, when you're walking in for your leg straps, you're using bibs, or I even think the pants, like, you can literally zip them almost all the way up to your hips
Yeah.
to have ventilation.
That's cool.
He's got pockets everywhere. I mean, he's got late season all the way down to early season. I mean, it seems like some really good stuff. I'm very curious to see how it does. I'm gonna test it here Saturday. So
There you go.
we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all, I think the rest of us are all Team First Light.
First light gear.
I've been.
Nah, I mean, it's hard to get. There's
I've been.
so-
Yeah, it is
very nice. So
I've just been using like last year. I used some Nomad stuff. I used
Yeah,
Under
We had a
Armour.
bunch of-
Yeah.
I got a bunch of random stuff because I've been all about switching things up.
Yeah, Jared got me on
since I started.
the First Light cold gear last
Yeah.
year.
The other thing with First Light I will say is I think their customer service is pretty good. Because I had a jacket last year that like the cuff came loose a little bit. I don't know if it was from me rubbing it on something or catching, and I sent it back to them actually. They have a year warranty or something. I sent it back to them just before that year ended, and they sent me back the incorrect. They sent me the vest that was on the bill. They just
Yeah.
must have missed it. So I called him, and the guy was real nice. I forget his name. He said, I'll overnight your jacket because I know you live in Ohio. The season's coming up here this weekend. That was yesterday, and I got my jacket today at
Really?
12 o'clock.
Oh, really? You were just talking about
Which
that the
is
other
nice.
day.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Dang,
like,
that's awesome.
cause I had time to call. I called him like midday at 3 o'clock or so. He was real friendly. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll just overnight you one. I'm like, I didn't expect that, but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Because I saw my location. He's like, he lives in Ohio. Season starts this
Yeah,
weekend.
sure.
He needs it.
that's cool. Man.
So
That was the same
that-
thing.
Yeah.
I didn't have a backpack.
Right.
And their backpacks were on back order, and I called him yesterday, and I'm like,
Who's?
Osseo, they
Yeah.
have a backpack, and I'm like, I think it was supposed to be in stock the 15th, and I'm like, I don't have a pack. He's like, well, we had some come in. He's like, so let me just send you one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, sweet, they just got, same thing, mine got
That
delivered
goes on-
today, so I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
It goes
that's
a long
definitely
way. Customer service.
But I mean, a lot of these. I mean, that's what I've noticed about the hunting
Yeah,
industry. in
everyone's
general.
like-
everyone started like what we're doing right now
Mhm.
for the most part. I mean, for the most part. But at some point along the line, they started with just an idea,
Oh yeah.
and they're just all guys, cool, dudes and girls that hunt and like to just be outdoors. That
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And
It's
lead
just
a-
like real people.
Lead a successful business.
Yeah,
and that's how you
yeah.
do it with customer
And it's like
service.
now they're
it's the best way to do it is, it's like, even if your product isn't the greatest, if you can back it up with customer service and know that
Yeah.
they're gonna get taken care of from you,
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, yeah, and that's the one thing I love about this sport is like the family feeling.
Yeah,
that you get.
That's like no one hates each
Yeah,
other.
I mean,
Everyone
there's,
just wants to-
there's always competition. Like you always
Yeah.
want to be the best, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, man, at the end of the day, we're hunting.
Yeah.
Like,
You
that's
want other
like-
people to succeed
Yeah.
for sure.
There always are people though that try to ruin it,
Oh yeah,
That's just
I mean,
human.
but for the most part, you run into
I mean,
so
there's-
many more better people
Yeah,
than you do.
and I think that's like the best thing.
Yeah.
There's always those people that make things worse, but I mean, those people are just good about it.
Yep.
Anyways,
investment.
I just got the new, well not new to me I guess, the Hawk ultralight helium to use them as a mobile setup.
Yeah.
I was debating between like a climber and then doing the hang and hunt method with the sticks. And I just thought,
Did you get the sticks in too?
I ordered the sticks from Hawk, the 30-inch sticks.
the helium ones?
Yes,
30-inch
30-inch.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna put double 8ers on the bottom two, which
Okay.
are 20 inches. So it'll give me an extra 40 inches on 30-inch sticks,
Yeah.
on two of them.
Yeah.
So with my first stick, I'm assuming I can get around 8 foot. Second one, I can maybe get another 7, so I'll be at like 15 feet off 2 sticks. and then I have my third one, you know,
Yeah.
and I have my hawk helium, which I added my carpet to today, so I like for the quietness of my feet if I drop anything on it.
And it's insulation too in the winter.
Exactly.
Keep you- Believe it or not, as guys
I
are
like
hunting
it.
their stand, they're like, man, my feet freeze. I'm like, well, you're not gonna understand. I'm like, the metal's cold.
Yeah.
Literally bring like a
Oh,
rubber mat and put it on there.
Right, I had extra in the back of my truck, I had carpet, I was like, I'll just throw it on, because my dad, brother, and my other buddies, they have it on their climbers, which, you know, you move your feet a lot more, so you're worried about maybe rubbing, you know,
Yeah.
against the metal, so it's definitely useful for that, but I was like, oh, might as well just put it on my hang-on, so I'm excited about that, because you can get in a lot of trees that you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get in with a climber with, you know, minimal cutting, especially if you're on public land, you can't cut at all in Ohio, I don't think. And you can't put screw-ins in. You're not allowed to go into the trees or cut on public land in Ohio, so.
Yeah, see, I've never hunted in public land, so I don't know the rules. Like, I've never really looked into that, but
Yeah.
that's interesting, because I've always had
Yep.
property to hunt, so.
They change stuff with harvesting, like I think you can shoot anything up until gun season,
Mhm.
and then you're not allowed to shoot a doe. Guys gonna be going to shoot a buck.
Yeah, with this, what's that salvage tag called? What's that salvage tag?
Management?
Yeah, the game management tags, you're not allowed, I don't think you're allowed to kill does on public land and use that tag.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really looked into it.
Definitely take a look into the handbook, don't take it from us.
Yeah.
I'm just going off some memory.
Yeah,
I will for sure refresh my memories before I get out, but
yeah, it's
make sure to read
it's
those.
definitely different. I mean, I know public land hunting is becoming huge, you know, in the industry with, you know, obviously the hunting public and all these other guys that do that as well. But I've never done it. I think it would be a blast. I think it would really test their skills
Mhm.
and your patience and
Yep.
your, you know. But like I said, we've always been private. We've always been private.
Yeah, stationary sense.
Yeah, I mean, we're running Hawks again this year. We did it last year, and we liked it last year. But we did a little bit of a different setup at the lake, at the property that is by my house, a little closer to my house. So we have a couple guys that it's a little bit harder for them to get up into, you know, climb stakes and get up into hang on or a lock on. But so I was actually watching Raised Hunting one morning. I was watching one of their shows, and I saw they had a setup where it was a ladder stand, and the one son was filming behind him in a lock on, and it was like it kind of like clicked. I'm like, oh man, I was like, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like I have all these ladder stands that are on our property that we're not really using anymore because Jake and I now we're using, you know, we're using the compound, but it's a little bit easier to hunt out of a lock on. But I'm like, that would be actually perfect. It's a little bit less convenient to hunt with the compound out of a ladder
Oh,
stand.
yeah.
Shooting range.
Yeah, but you can make it work.
Right.
You can make it work, and then
For
you can
sure.
still get the film, and then everyone can hunt still. Like last year, we had a couple spots that only me and Jake could hunt because it was a little more difficult. But so we'll see how that goes this year. I don't know. I'm kind of anxious. We have two setups like that this year, but maybe add a third. But
Those ladder stands are nice during gun season too.
they are. They really
I
are
mean,
nice.
you
Yeah,
can't-
because
and those people that use crossbows too.
yeah,
if you,
because we
Yeah.
have some people that use crossbows.
Yeah,
Right,
a couple
for
of my
sure.
buddies that.
Yeah, a couple of his
just
buddies
getting
that-
into it, or
just
maybe
getting
you're
into
older,
it,
or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, if you don't have time to shoot compound, I would not shoot.
No.
Freaking herd a deer.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. That's kind of where we're at. But
Anyone got any? What's everyone's hit list look like?
I don't have one.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
neither. Me
I got a
neither.
bunch. I got a bunch.
couple does.
Yeah.
Does.
Lick heads this weekend
They're
are
all
not
over.
safe.
Got some beef in them.
I'm telling you right now, one of them big ones walks by me, she's in front. Oh, it's gonna be a bad time.
Oh man.
You gotta feed the dog. My dog eats near me, so I gotta put some food on the table for him.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feed my dog near
There
me.
you go.
His dog can do it. If I try to
There
feed
it
my
is.
lab near me,
Dude, he loves it.
Yeah, you crack me
He
up.
loves it.
That's probably smart though. It probably is
I
great.
actually, I guess I should say, I don't have any on the hit list up here. Down in Columbiana, there's a few.
I don't. I have a couple bucks on camera this summer that are potential. I need to see them in person.
We gotta tell them about the recently.
Oh my goodness. So
I didn't even show you. Did you show this video?
no.
Tell me
So, dude, this is an error.
It's
on
actually
my part.
embarrassing.
It's actually kind of embarrassing. Yeah. So last year there was a spot that someone had been hunting on our property that doesn't hunt anymore. with us, but there was a spot there, and it was a good spot. It was like on the one part of the property would be the west side of the property that we don't really get to a lot. So I'm like, man, I was like, I need some more spots. It was like middle of the year, probably October, like middle October, whatever. I was like, let me just throw a camera up over here and see what's going on. And I checked it a couple times, and it wasn't just some does. And then I was running a Moultrie camera, which wasn't working very well for me last year. So cell cam. So I put one of my, it was a Moultrie, just non-cell, just a standard camera. I put it above it because I'm like, if this thing doesn't work, I still want to see what's going on. And I had a spare camera, so I'm like, let's do that. Well, long story short, I never went back and checked the camera, like all year, at all. And we were this spring, I'm like, I want to run around and check it. So I pulled the cameras off the tree, and I didn't really look at them because I didn't think of anything. Well, Sunday, me, Jake, and Jared went in the back to do a little bit of scouting and look for a couple other spots that we want to put some setups at. And I was like, oh, let me throw a camera up there. Well, I had the camera that I had up there, that Moultrie regular camera, had the SD card in it, pulled it, put it in my phone because I wanted to empty it because I wanted fresh SD card. Dude. End of October and so like the last week of October and the first 2 weeks of November, I had 3 like absolute monsters.
Oh.
Monsters. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like the biggest deer I've ever seen back there, ever.
Not seen until a year later, almost.
And so I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, so we immediately went back over to that spot Sunday.
Set up a couple more cameras.
He did. And I'm like, I'm putting cameras here. I'm like, this is, and we found the freshest sign.
Found the
that
bedding,
we found
perfect bedding forms.
A couple nice fresh scrapes.
On a tree this big.
Or not, one scrape,
Old-
couple nice
yeah,
rubs,
old
a lot of
rubs,
old
fresh
rubs,
rubs.
fresh trails. I'm like, maybe there's something to it. So we put a couple cameras up. I've been getting deer every morning and every night there. Nothing crazy at the that shooting. But I mean, we never get deer back there until at least middle of October. We never get any bucks back there.
Seems common for a lot of the
Alright,
properties.
so this is the
around
one. Whew. Yeah. And then this.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, right?
We'll upload these so you
Yeah.
Yeah, check these out.
I mean, that's
Put
one of the
your
biggest
tag
deer
on
I've ever seen back
Dude,
there.
he's
I mean,
4
yeah.
inches outside his ears. Look at him.
That's wide. I mean, that's a big
He's
deer.
not a ton of mass.
He's got a big ass on him too.
Yeah, he does.
He's got.
Hopefully he's still around.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of mass, so I don't know. I
He's
mean,
thin,
but if he's around this year, man,
It'll be a big one.
Yeah, and then then there's this one too, which is still a nice spot.
Yeah, it'll be nice one this year.
Nice
for
this
sure.
year.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I'm like, I
It
can't
might be a
believe
blessing because
it might be.
we never saw him probably ever.
Yeah.
And then, but now they're still allowed to leave. I couldn't
Cause they're-
imagine when he looks like this.
I mean, yeah, so we'll see. I mean, it could have been a freak thing too. It could have been like a fluke where like it was during the rut and they just came through one time. But
Yep.
I don't know. But it gave me a little bit of excitement.
That's all you need.
It's nice to know he knows that area, man. You never know if he'll come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, everyone talks about year after year, the dates.
Keep them
trail camera dates from the year previous, going back to their spots. So I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
But I think that's about it. I don't know anything else that they want to add.
Not me.
Man, I'm just looking forward to doing some hunting with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really
Oh.
excited to get rolling Saturday.
I am pumped. I mean, again, I've been hunting for a long time, and I never imagined whiskey. No, do not eat that. Is it spider? No, it's a beetle.
Beetle.
Sorry, but yeah, get over there. Sorry. But I've been hunting for a long time, and I never imagined that hunting would turn into this. So, I mean, like I said, I finally got Jake on board. Like when were you in high school? Senior year of high school. Senior year of high school.
7, 8 years.
Yeah, I got him out, but we went and sat in the blind. We got his first kill with the muzzleloader. Been hooked ever since. So.
You got a great bow as your first one.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a good bow. Yeah. So.
Last year was my first time shooting compound.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd say you did pretty good.
Yeah, for sure, especially on opening day.
Yeah.
I'm happy you beat that.
I mean, we're
Opening day, you go out.
He's just trying to show off. He's
Yeah.
like, this is easy.
The only thing
Say
that
that's
frustrates me is like, opening day, you get it done right away.
Oh,
What do
man,
you gotta look
I
forward to?
shot
Like,
you.
I'm gonna go kill
Look,
slick
yeah,
heads.
that's
right, man. You
Like,
can never kill
Yeah.
too many
He didn't pull his
slickheads.
bow back the rest of the entire year last year.
And I tried to shoot
He
a
did not
doe.
draw his bow.
Doe didn't come out
Oh, my
once. I'm like, are you
God.
kidding me?
I know. You can always kill a doe. Every
Yeah.
time he get
Dude,
the
if
tree,
you
oh
can't
my
kill
God.
One year, I got places you can kill
They're
there.
only safe like about a week before Halloween. I will not shoot a doe until gun season.
Yeah.
Just because I'm hunting my buck. The
Yeah,
whatever.
sure.
Yeah, let him out.
From season opener to that week before October, slickhead walks by me, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
We're safe.
And then after that, same
Oh,
thing.
the amount of doe I saw when I didn't want to shoot doe was unreal. But then when I wanted to shoot doe,
They were always
they were,
short the edge.
yeah. No, I see them and they just
Yeah.
go off.
You're like, oh, he wants to shoot me today, let's not
That's
go.
because
in
you're
there.
trying too hard. You're trying too hard. But no, it's this is awesome. It's exciting to me. Like I said, we have a couple guys that aren't in the video that that are going to be part of the team this
You'll see
year.
him-
Dr.
you'll see him on
Joseph
the
kills
social-
Yeah.
giants.
He does
Yeah,
every
yeah.
year.
You'll
Every
see him on
year
the
is good.
content this year.
Yeah, we got Tarzan, we got Dr. Joseph, we got Boy Reed. I think he's going to do some hunting with us this
For
year.
sure.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. Again, if you don't already follow us on
Like and
social
subscribe.
media.
Tune in.
Follow us on social media, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing our best. I mean, again, I'm not promising everything because we all have jobs and we all have other our lives, and we're trying to do the best we can to put out content, but we're going to try to put out as much as we can this year. At least once a week is our goal. If
We
hit
can get
that,
what
we
we
happy.
put out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be real stuff.
Stay tuned for the
Yep.
intro video.
Oh, yeah,
dropping-
intro videos coming.
dropping Friday.
A lot of big things coming to
Yeah,
Cozza
and
here.
the new logo. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna get Luch's
We've had a
head
good
covered.
summer.
Right,
We've had a good
covered.
summer and a good lead up into the season. Now we just got to kill some bucks.
Yep.
So, you know, that's the goal. Kill some deer.
Get some slickheads, dude.
Get
Don't
some
think
meat
about
for
it
us,
as
for our
like-
friends, family.
My
Yeah,
man
share it
Keith
all.
Campbell says it best. Make shooting does great.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been needing to get one of
I
those
love
t-shirts
it.
for so long.
I'm telling you,
I love that guy.
if she blows, she goes.
Yeah.
She don't even have to blow for me.
Yeah, just go.
But she's got to be mature, I will say that.
Yeah.
The little ones are safe.
Oh,
For now.
but it
Yeah,
just
good
gets
year.
your blood, it
Right.
still gets your
Years.
blood pumping no matter what. That's the best
Yeah.
part about it.
When your blood doesn't pump anymore,
Yeah, that's when it's time
you
to
got to
hang it
figure
up.
something out.
Yeah,
Switch
I
it up.
agree with that.
Hopefully not until I die.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. All right, well, it's been long enough. We'll wrap this up. But again, follow us on social media. Subscribe on YouTube. Hang out with us this year. Follow along and
Appreciate
see how,
you guys
yeah,
tuning
see how
in.
we do.
For sure.
Hopefully you like what we put out this year. But
Until next time.
here's to the
Here's the opener.
Here's the opener on,
Here's the
on
opener.
Saturday.
Yes, to the
Cheers,
others.
everyone. Thank you.